Hey everyone, I hope everybody's doing great. Today's video is going to be like a story time slash my experience at cosmetology school. I had did a poll on Instagram a month or two back asking if y'all wanted to see my cosmetology story or did y'all want to see my Sephora story, and a lot of people voted on my cosmetology school experience. So if you want to see how all that went and what my take is on it, then please continue to keep watching. If you see me looking down, it's because I have a bunch of notes and my school stuff. So before I hop into this, let me tell you a little bit about my background. I always loved doing makeup and I was into like a little bit of hair. When I went to finish school, I was supposed to go to this other school. I'm not going to name any of the schools because I don't want nobody to come back and try to be like malicious or whatever. Like that school is very, very petty, so I'm not going to try to blurt out names and, you know, they try to do some stuff, so I'm not going to say their name. I was going to this one school, but when I finished school, I didn't have any money, and I didn't want to do student loans. I wasn't really into it, so I took a year off of school, but I always knew I wanted to do makeup. So me and Mom went to a semi-annual sale early in the morning, like that's what we used to do. And I was talking to this woman, and it's like, she went on some trip and she got her hair and makeup done at some school, and it was so cool, and she really enjoyed it, and she liked it. So Mom was like, oh my god, what school is it? So she was like, oh, it's this new school that's opened up. It's the same school that we had in the town, but they had changed their name and changed their location. So she's like, it's just like, she gave us the address. It was like literally right behind the mall. So we finished shopping, whatever, so we went over there, and at the time they were on a holiday break, so I had scheduled an appointment with the secretary and the people that were there. I don't know why they were there, they were just there. And it was like a week or two, it was like a week or two later. So at the time I was working at a casino, so I had to go like on my off day. I was working full time. So when I went there, it was like nobody. Like I said, it was on a holiday break. So she gave me, I met the director, she gave me a tour, and I was asking her how much it's gonna cost, what all they do, you know, this and that. And the school looked really, really nice and clean. It was, you know, bigger than I expected. So my intentions were to go there and go look. That's what I had originally went to the school for, to go look, get information, see payment plans, like that. Because before I had left, me and my husband had talked about it, and he was just like, I know what you want to do. If you want to school, I have no problem with it, but let's see how much it costs, and let's see if we can save up or we can pay it off. Like, let's see what we can do, because, you know, we're young, we have no we had no debts, but we didn't have a good enough established credit. So we were just like, let's just look at your options, go to different schools, and then let's make a decision. So when we got there, I got the tour, she gave me how much it was going to cost, and I said a prayer before I left. I said, God, if it is more than $5,000 or $6,000, I'm not going to be able to afford to go to school, because my plan was to pay it off. I didn't want to do any student loans. The loans were the death of me. I did not want to do that at all. Like, me and my husband are very strict when it comes to money. Like, I can blow like a lot of money on makeup stuff, but it's about budgeting. Like, that was something we didn't learn, we didn't know about, and so we moved out on our own. So yeah, so when you move out on your own, you have your own bills, you know, it's kind of different. So I was just like, no loans, nothing at all. So she sat down and she was just like, you don't want to do student loans? It's like, no, I want to pay out of pocket. Like, you have payment plans like that. So she took me next door, because it's our office right here, and she walked into the next little room right there. It's a little office, and the financial aid woman was there, and she was like, well, let's just get you let's get you signed up for FAFSA, and let's see if we can get you a Pell Grant, see if that's going to help. Well, let me go in how much the school costs, because I have the paper right here. School costs $15,000. Well, actually it costs $15,100, so $100 is for the registration fee. So all in all, it costs $15,000. When I had signed up for a Pell Grant, I had got a Pell Grant of $9,691, which left me with a balance of $5,309 to pay. So at the time, I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. But you know, people have bills to pay, you have a savings, so we need to figure something out. And she was like, well, you can pay it off, let me look. Yeah, so she was like, how about you pay $410 a month on the 30th of each month, and by the time you finish school, it will be paid off. Because I was supposed to finish school in March, but I ended up finishing in April because, you know, you like to not go to school, leave school, all that good stuff. So basically, that's how I paid it off. I paid $410 every month, and that was it. And my school was paid off, and I was so happy. Like, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so happy. Anyway, so that was how I paid for school and how school, the financial part went with school. So me and my husband, just us two, we paid $40 a month and paid off school. That's what I did. I know not everybody is capable or doesn't want to do that. They do have options where they give you, I think it's 6 months after the school to pay for it back, or I don't know too much. I know a couple of my classmates were doing that, or some of them were doing that, but for me personally, it was just how I am. I rather, if I can, I rather just pay it all off right then and there and get done. But I was so blessed that they had that payment thing, because I probably went to school anyway. So we go to orientation. Orientation is they make you sit there and you have to play like this guessing, like you have to learn everybody's name and what they brought to a picnic and all kind of other stuff. And at the time, I was very, very busy because, like I said, I had a full-time job and my husband was doing stuff. People going around doing a lot of stuff. We were traveling. We wasn't traveling, but we was like going out of towns like that, you know, like just cute little stuff. And I was very like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I wasn't into kitty stuff. So, the next thing is, what comes in your kit, you get, 2 pair of scrubs, black scrubs, and they give you, like, everything you need, like a blow dryer, flat iron, pin curl clips, hair clips, roller sets, flat iron. They give you, like, combs, bowls, you know, stuff for color. It was like a whole, like, whatever you basically need for school, they gave you in that kit. Personally, my kit, the way I looked at it, it was really, really cheap, because, oh yeah, I didn't tell y'all. Sorry, it's all over the place. But after that, I had asked her, yeah, let me recheck. I had asked her if they do makeup and if they had just a makeup portion, because, like I said, I don't really care for hair. And she was just like, we do a little bit of makeup, but majority of our stuff is hair. Now, the school I went to was like a very ethnic type of school, so I'm really glad and blessed that I did go to that school, because they teach you how to do jelly curls, perms, relaxers, all kind of stuff. So they did like hair, feet, nails, wax and eyelashes, makeup, wigs, braids. They did a lot of stuff. So I'm very, very blessed for that, because the other school I went to was like $17,000 and they don't even do half of that. But their kit was really popping. Like, it had like an iPad that came in. It was like really cool. Anyway, but so I had went to that school after I had finished signing up, because I was like, oh my god, I didn't go to any other school, because, you know, I was so sucked into this one school. But that's the thing though, I really should have waited until they came back from spring break, or no, not spring break, till they came back from like New Year's and Christmas break, to see how it was all, you know, going, because it's easy to get sucked into these things whenever people aren't there. It's cleaned up, it's nice and quiet, so of course you're gonna hop on the bandwagon. Now, I promise you, 9 out of 10, if somebody, like, if the school was open and there were students there, they probably would have told me something. I probably would have seen the vibes. I probably would have got the vibes. I definitely would have seen something, you know, different. But anyway, I had went to the other school, and the other school, it was really, really small, and it was just like very, I didn't really care for it. Now, looking back on it now, if I would have known now what I know then, I would have definitely went to the school that was like an hour away, an hour and a half away. I would have definitely made that drive, because that school is just strictly for estheticians. There's like a 6-month program that I could have done, and it was like, I think half the price, maybe the same price, but at that rate I probably done the same thing. Just paid it off and called it a day. But that school was definitely way more what the school that I know now of. It's definitely up and way more up my alley, and I probably would have been way more happier there. That's just that. Another thing is about the payment plan. They told me to keep every receipt, and that's smart to do anyway. So I got a folder Just I have a binder right now because I keep everything in the binder just in case, you know, something come back, tax return. Anyway, so I had kept everything in my receipt, and when I went to go make my last payment, the woman was just like, you have a negative balance of so-and-so, and we couldn't figure out what was going on. I talked to the financial aid woman, and come to find out that they weren't putting my money on my ledger, like in my account, to say that I was paying it off. They was putting it as I was paying it towards the school. So this right here is a red flag for me. I don't know if y'all are feeling like, I don't know how to explain. Okay, just take this whole experience in this story with a grain of salt, and also think about it as if you're working your job, you're paying your money, and this is your time. Think of it like this whole experience as that. Like, you're working, it's your money, it's your time. Like, mommy and daddy aren't paying for you. Your husband's mommy and daddy aren't paying for you. Like, this is like, it's just you and your husband, just y'all two working y'all's asses off, and y'all are paying for this. Think about it like that. It's kind of, you know, ratchet and very unprofessional in a way, because it's just like, what do you mean? So thank God, I mean, it was a quick fix, you know, but at the same time, this is a lot of money. $5,309. I don't know about some of these people who, you know, have mommy and daddy's money or whatever the case is. That is a lot of money whenever it's just, you know, two people working. Like, is for your career. Like, just think of it like that. So, I didn't like that. I didn't like that they didn't have my money. Like, they had the money that I had, but it was basically like I was just donating money towards the school. And that's not cool at all, because it's just like, bitch, I'm not paying just for the school. I'm paying because I'm going to get the hell out of here and get my license. Another thing is, we went through like 3 or 4 teachers. It was just very unprofessional. The rules changed every day. It was different stuff every day. If you were late, if you missed a Friday, you had to pay $20. What's another thing? If you lost your badge ID, they paid you $10. No, yeah, if you lost your card, it was $10, which is kind of understandable. If your paper, you didn't have like this photo ID thing that you have to have, you pay $10 for that or something like that. Like, everything was like a scam in a way. And if you wanted to, like, for example, if I had missed a day of school and I wanted to make those hours up, oh yeah, cosmetology school is 1,500 hours by law. You have to have it, and give or take $1,500 on the hour dot. So it's like, if I missed a day, if I need to make those hours up, I would they would have the school open on a Saturday or a Monday. Saturdays, basically, you take clients and, you know, you get to do hair all day, make up the hours, so you can come on a Monday and just like do what you normally do just on a Monday, because our school was Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 4. We didn't really have school on Mondays unless it was mandatory, like a holiday was coming up and we was missing school, then you would come on that Monday. Or you could just make up Monday. It was like every other Monday, maybe 2 or 3 Mondays at the month. You had to pay like $7. Our school taught us as much as our license went, but like I said, I wanted to go strictly for makeup, and we only did like a week of it, and I kind of missed that week. If yeah, I was like not into school time, so I was leaving early. I didn't go to school, so we did like a week, and it wasn't even all, it was just like basic stuff. Like, I feel like I still learned way more from YouTube than I have ever learned at that school from makeup, if that makes sense. We had clients. Clients is whenever anybody can come in Tuesday through Friday. Fridays is supposed to be appointments only. Y'all see these quotations? Yeah, supposed to be appointments only. But basically, they were, I don't know how, I still to this day don't know how they picked the clients, because there would be months where you would get a client every fucking day, or you would get a client every week. But they wasn't like rotating them out. I don't know, girl, like I said, I don't know. It is very stressful and nerve-wracking if you're somebody like me who don't care about hair at all, and you're constantly getting roller sets, flat irons, you're constantly getting you know, just clients, and you hate hair, and people, you will get some nasty clients. There's some clients who came in there, like, there's this one teacher, she doesn't work there no more, but she used to say they come in there with Moet taste, bare money. And that was the truest, like, if any, that was the realest thing I've ever heard at school. That was that. they would come to the school expecting A1 salon professional hairstyles. Like, we're a school. We are learning, okay? So, there was people that, like, I had a lot of I had a lot of clients that were complaining a lot. Majority of the time, though, sometimes it was my fault. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I didn't do them wrong, but at the same time, it's just, if, like, for example, we were learning roller sets, and I got put on the floor, and it took me, like, almost 2 hours to do one roller set. Yeah, and the woman was pissed. And I understand where she was coming from, but at the same time, you came to a school and people are learning. Like, that was my first day on the floor. So, like I said, that was just my experience. I met a couple of people I still talk to this day. I still go see a couple of my classmates that work at the mall, so like that. Like, I still talk to a couple of my classmates and stuff. And it's just so crazy because our class started out with 22, but only 6 of us finished. That's a lot. But as you know, the other classes went by, I know it's the same thing, and I guess it's just people realize that that's not what they want to do. They change their career, or the school is just too much. Personally, if it was up to me, I would have left, but like I said, I was paying out of pocket, and you know, you only can go so far and halfway done, so why not quit? But all in all, I gave the school a 6 out of 10. Like, when you leave, you're doing like this mandatory leave out, and I said, they was like, do you recommend this school? And I was just like, sure, like 6 out of 10. And it was like, would you recommend it to anybody? And I was just like, have thick skin, have really thick skin. If I can give anybody any advice for school, is when you watch these type of videos, people are gonna say they are catty, they are bitchy, they are girly, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so grown, I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm not gonna be that person. That's not me. Cosmetology school's like a whole different level. Like, it's a school full of girls. Like, can you imagine all the hormones and emotions like going on? Like, it's a lot. Like, yeah, you're gonna get into some drama. Yeah, you're gonna probably follow with all your classmates. Yeah, you're always gonna do something or be in something, but at the end of the day, that's your class and you love them. And it's so crazy that you can meet like a room full of people you probably never seen, and then like have like this strong kind of friendship. Like, we can still text each other and be like, hey, what's up? Oh, you passed, what's up? You know, oh my god, can I borrow? You know, it's so crazy. Like, that's how like the world works. You can meet like a random stranger and be like best friends with them. Like, that's so crazy. But all in all, my cosmetology school experience was a hot mess. It was a very hot mess. I wouldn't change anything about the things that I went through and I saw, because it has taught me so much, so much about what I'm capable of, what I like and what I don't like, what I can and can't do, my weaknesses and my strengths. The only thing that I truly would have done differently is I definitely would have went to all the schools, then sat down and decided which school I would have went to. So if you're looking into going to cosmetology school, check all of your options. Don't just settle and sit down for the first one you see. Please do yourself a favor. Research. Because whenever we was in school, people was going through doing a tour. Definitely, if you're going to a school and there's people there, if they're just walking by or you go in the classroom and they're speaking to you, definitely ask some questions. Ask questions. You know, ask about 2 or 3 different people. Be like, what you want to know, like how is it, how teachers, how's the curriculum. Like, ask questions and just do research. Like, look it up, Google it, Yelp it if you have to. Just do your research on all the schools in your area, and be smart about your investments. Have an open mind. Don't expect too much or too little. Be true to yourself. Know your limits, and just remember why you started cosmetology school. Anyway, you guys, if you have any more questions about cosmetology school, if you like this type of video, if you want me to do more, please comment down below. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notification bell so it notifies you every time I upload a video, and I will see you guys in my next video. And also, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And thank you for being a part of this, and thank you all for supporting me and truly just sticking to me and sticking with me through all these videos. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great blessed day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, you guys.